Hey.
Yeah.
So out here, now that we're in the starting the spring, and a couple of weeks back it was very hot, unusually hot. Now we're down to the normal spring temperatures, but it's nice. But one of the things out here and anywhere you hike in New Mexico is to be aware that there's a lot of rattlesnakes in New Mexico all over. Some places are worse than others, like up in Jemez Mountains, there's a lot of rattlesnakes. So as long as you stay in the trail like this, it's pretty much safe. Because if there's a rattlesnake that gets into the trail, you'll be able to see it, and then you can avoid it. The problem out here is if you do cross country, like right into the grass area. So be very careful if you have to do cross country. And what I do if I have to do that is anywhere I go by, I will use my stick and hit the area, and if there are any snakes on the area, then they will rattle.
Afternoon.
Okay? Hopefully, sometimes they don't, and that is the danger of it. But you have to be very cautious out here. One of the things I love to do is look around boulders and get under them, and if there's a small crawling space, I'll get into it, but I do use my walking stick and hit it around the rocks to make sure that hopefully if there's a rattlesnake, it will most likely rattle to let you know that it's there. So those are things that you have to be careful out here. One of my subscribers was telling me that I should buy those rattlesnake, I don't know what they call them. It's like a shield that you could wear on your leg. And it goes on top of your shoes. I've thought of that. Sometimes I wish I have it, because sometimes I do go cross country sometime, depending where I'm at and what I want to go see. And since I like to go explore areas, it is very important to have one of those. The pair. And then hopefully that way, if the rattlesnake strikes you, then it will hit the material, which is usually made out of cowhide. That's the ones I've seen. And then it will hit the material and it won't go through. So that's important out here. And this one guy was telling me that I should buy that. I've thought about it. Recently I was thinking I should get one this year because I want to go do some more exploring in places. I don't use trail, what is it called, All Trails app. what I do, the way I find trails is just that I like primitive trails and trails where there's not a lot of traffic of people. And so that's my preference, and my preference is to go explore it and find new trails and find my own trails. And so I don't use all trails. I basically, if I'm gonna go explore an area anywhere in the country, is I'll use Google Earth and see what is there in the area that I want to go travel to. And to me, the interesting places to go travel is canyons, areas, places with big boulders. So those are the things that I find the most attractive out here. Of course, forest areas and waterfalls and mountain springs. Those are the things that I go for the most. And sometimes I go for the ruins. There's many Native American ruins out here, and I do go visit those. If I find some ruins that are not in the map, I'll take pictures of it, but I will not share the trail to get there. I believe we need to protect those areas so that it will be there for future generations. And unfortunately nowadays, people see ruins areas and they want to go and take everything out for themselves, and that's such a horrible disaster. So I really strongly believe that there are some things in life that should not be shared for the protection of the ruins out here and the history. So don't ask me how to get to a certain place. I will not share the trail. I'm not on YouTube for going viral or getting a lot of traffic. My interest in posting in YouTube is that this is what I like to do. Some of you have noticed that I do have a lot of videos. I think I'm getting close to 1,200 videos in the last 2.5 years that I started on YouTube. I'm not going out of my way to make videos. This is what I do. This is my hobby. I go walking and hiking and exploring trails. This is what I love to do. And in the meantime, it's healthy to stay active. But to me, it doesn't matter whether I become famous on YouTube or anything like that. That's not my goal. But I am in a different point in life now where I've done it all in the past. And so I don't need to go for a status of being rich and famous. My thing on YouTube is to share out here what I love, the nature, the trail. And I find this beautiful and so relaxing. This is what I like. This is why I like to go camping as well. But sometimes I go to the boondocks, way out in the middle of nowhere, away from other people. I like to hear the wildlife, and if there's a lot of people around and if they have dogs, then the wildlife stays away. So when I'm camping or hiking, I don't make a lot of noise. I talk I'm soft-spoken all my life. I don't like to make loud sounds. And when I'm out here, I don't like to call attention to myself and make loud noises or sounds that I would scare the wildlife away, because my interest is to see them out here. And if you make a lot of noise, then they're not going to stay around. Folks, I hope you like this kind of information, and if you like this content, by all means, do follow me and subscribe and like the channel. But like I said, I'm not really.
Hello, sorry to interrupt.
It's all right.
One more back.
Sure.
Howdy, partner.
Hey. So my idea of coming out here is to relax. It's not to get famous on YouTube. This is what I do. So basically, I've never wanted to share my private life online. I figured before that nobody would really find this interesting. And then 2.5 years ago, I started a YouTube channel, really because of my friends and family were asking me where I was at. And I thought the best way to do it was to do a YouTube channel. And it has grown. I think there's about 260,000 people that are watching the videos. They're not subscribed, but that's normal. They don't have to be subscribed. Doesn't matter to me. I never thought of looking at YouTube as a money-maker thing, but if it happens and it pays the gas, well, that's good. But it's not like I'm doing YouTube because I'm looking to make money on it or anything. My idea is just to come out, share with you guys the beauty out here, what I enjoy doing on a weekly basis. So see, now Albuquerque is getting green. So this is the awesome time that I like. In the winter, everything is all the trees are dormant and they don't have, and they look pretty dead. But now everything is coming back green, so I do like that. I like the summers and the falls out here.